This is Rod with the Rave TV, and we are with the singer of Cartel.
How you doing?
Welcome back to the Rave.
Thank you.
When was the last time you guys were here?
2010 with Hey Monday. It was a co-headlining tour.
Obviously, the Rave is known for its ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
What parts of the Rave are you actually scared of?
The pool boiler room area is very, very creepy. You could pull some really good practical jokes down there if you were cunning enough. The roof is actually pretty gnarly too. There's a lot of dead pigeons up there.
It's I haven't really gotten to scope out the whole place yet, but the pool has creeped me out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I could do it. If you had to say you're one of the Scooby-Doo characters, who would you be?
I have to go Shaggy.
We're both the same in that sense. So, from reading, I read that you guys formed in Georgia while you were in college. How long have you guys actually known each other?
Well, Nick and Kevin, drummer and the rhythm guitar player, they've known each other since first grade. Joseph met all those guys in fifth grade when he moved to Georgia. And then I always lived around them but went to a different school. So in high school, I met those guys probably when I was like 15. We started playing in bands together when we were 16. But there was probably like 14 or 15 of us that were just all friends, and there were 3 different bands, and they kind of all shuffled around members, and then we finally wound up together in college.
With the form of Cartel, seeing as you've known each other for so long, what is the difference in your writing process from a younger band to now a commercially founded band as far as that goes?
I mean, in high school when we first started, it was a lot of, I guess, co-conspirators going on with the songs. So it was a lot less efficient than it is now. We'd all get in there and like, oh, I've got a riff, or I've got a riff. Let's throw it together. Oh, let's see what happens. And it just took forever to try to put songs down. But over the course of time and doing multiple records and whatnot, we've individually kind of developed songwriters. I write most of the stuff, but that's mainly just from a vocal standpoint of coming up with chords and stuff, and leave Joseph to really hash out the leads and more of the arrangement and everything. And that's all kind of led to our last record, or the new record, Collider, which is self-produced, self-engineered. Oh yeah, there it is. Self-engineered, self-produced, everything. So it's been a journey, but it's slowly grown to where we all kind of know what we have to do.
You had an EP right before Cycles, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like in that process, from writing Cycles to Collider? Did you feel like this was more your say as far as that went? Like, do you feel like all the songs together were like better written? Do you feel like you've grown as a band as well?
Yeah, I mean, Cycles was probably the most involved full length that we've had with the label. One, we recorded it at the label's studio. So the main executive A&R producer guy is a songwriter for Wind Up, the label we were on. So he was always in the other room working on stuff, coming in, checking it out. So it was a long process. I mean, it was 4 months to record Cycles, and Collider took 20 days, roughly. So the In Stereo EP, which was the interim between those two full lengths, really gave us it was an experiment, because we had to figure out, all right, we're going to do it ourselves because we can't afford major studio time, so we're going to go do it very stripped down, bare bones. We spent a little money on mixing, and just tried to figure it out how we would do it ourselves in preparation for doing a full length. And I mean, without that, Collider wouldn't have turned out nearly as well as it did. But now that we went through that, Collider was pretty easy. I mean, for all the work that went into it, it could have been a lot more difficult.
If you had to give a band from Wisconsin one tip as to an approach to make everlasting music, in the sense of like doing it for fun and like making a career out of it, what would you tell them?
I mean, you just have to love it, and you have to believe in yourself. And I think it's important to figure out exactly what you want to do musically, and where you want to fit in, or not fit in for that matter. And you just gotta beat it to death. You gotta work so hard to really hone your craft and make sure you get the best out of your sound that you can. And then once that's taken care of, I mean, forget fans, forget everything else. I mean, the music has to come first, and the fans will follow. And once you do the music part, and get really solid with that and practice, make it tight, make it very presentable live. Then you just have to go out on tour and beat it in the ground.
Any rituals before shows?
The only thing we do before every show is, we do the dap right before we play. Just like, you're good, cool, let's do it. Like, that's really it. Maybe some whiskey drinking. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for being with the Rave. I'm Rod with the Rave TV. Thank you so much.
Thanks.